Rover gone off the rails at home? Perhaps Mitten has gone a little mad? Well, if your pet is having mental health problems, there's actually a solution for that. Pet psychologists actually exist. Please welcome Dionna Newton and Jet the Cavoodle to Studio 10. Dionna, great to see you. So let's get this straight. Do you have the pets sort of lie down on a little bed and tell you their problems, wolf them to you? How
what
do you know?
What if the pet's not allowed on the couch?
How does it work?
So I work with the pet and the owner, so I'll be working with both the pet and the owner on the day. So what I'm looking at is helping them understand the motivation behind why their pet may perform the behaviour it does. So once owners have got the understanding why their pet's doing what we're doing, we can then formulate a plan that may rectify unwanted behaviours or make sure their pet's most happy and healthy.
I do a lot of therapy.
Yeah.
I call it my check-up from the neck up, and it's a lot of talking. How do you find out what the dog or cat is feeling if they can't talk?
Well, obviously I've been trained in that, so as an animal psychologist, we're trained to look at what a pet is thinking and feeling. So the emotions behind why an animal may perform the behaviour it does. Yeah, so it's actually quite technical. It's a bit like a human psychologist is taught to looking behind why someone may perform the behaviour that they do.
How would I make sure if my pet is of sound mind? What kind of signs would I need to look for?
Okay, so normally the main thing that people start to notice with their pet is when they notice issues such as antisocial behaviours or something where the pet starts to behave a little bit unpredictably,
like
just out of the blue.
Like what?
May bark at somebody, and normally they're absolutely fine with people. So normally it's more looking at the owners will express that their pet is doing something abnormal.
So biting.
What about urinating inside, defecating, something like that? Is that something? Is that like a mental thing too?
So, sometimes. I mean, sometimes it can just be a lack of training. You know?
Biting?
Yeah.
Is that like all of a sudden?
Biting or not all of a sudden, then we need to look at the motivation behind why the animal felt the need to do that.
Right.
So,
got it.
Yeah.
I have to say, I would have thought, even just a year ago, I would have thought, oh, this is just bunkum. And then we got this rescue dog that had obviously been horribly abused previously, and it was highly intelligent but completely out of its mind, crazy. And we had
but damaged. She was
and
damaged.
really damaged. Beautiful dog, damaged. We had a dog whisperer come in, and Ryan Tate, who was fantastic. And then in the end, we just dosed him up on drugs. It was amazing. There was this beautiful, lovely dog inside, is totally fine. What are some of the things you could do? How do you treat a dog that is just sort of showing these things? And what about with puppy Prozac, the vet called it?
Yeah, right. So probably what we're talking about here is anxiety-related problems, which is very common. Like 85% of cases coming through to Animal Behaviour Australia are, with dogs anyway, are anxiety-related. Yeah. So we need to look behind why the pet is feeling the need to is feeling anxious, basically. Yep. And then we need to formulate a plan to address that. So we need to desensitise them to things that they may perceive as a threat, which could be anything they've not experienced before, or they've had negative experiences too. And we need to counter what they think and feel in that given moment. So rather than feeling anxious, we get them to feel good. You know, and then we condition that. So we do multiple sessions whereby they've felt good in that situation where previously they felt anxious. Yeah, and we can use medication to help us, but medication is a tool used to assist us.
And then you want to sort of get them off.
But it doesn't treat the problem. Yeah. To treat the problem, you need to work with a animal behaviourist that formulates you a plan.
We put out a bit of a call on our Facebook page, and lots of people wanted to ask you questions about their pets. Melissa sent this in. This is my fur baby, Bonnie Rose, a 12-year-old Foxy Cross Maltese. She's beautiful to people she knows, but doesn't like strangers, and shows this by barking at them furiously. What can I do?
Again, that goes back to anxiety, so I think the best thing for her to do is to work with an animal behaviourist or look behind why Rosie needs to do that and formulate a plan to make sure she feels comfortable at home. There is services where you can get in-home care as well, such as trusted house sitters, whereby if you don't want to go on holiday, you can have someone come and look after your pet at home.
We've got another couple of quick ones as well.
We have one from Alana. At any opportunity, my cat, 1-year-old Frankie, will try and suck my ear. No one else's but mine. Is that weird?
Well, I suppose you could see it as weird, but I would see it as really affectionate, and she's obviously most comfortable with her owner.
Yeah.
And it's a way of her expressing.
I'm voting not a problem. Not a problem.
There's also this, Kelly sent this clip in of her pup. It's so gorgeous, 8-year-old dog Molly. She likes to suck on her foot like a dummy, and she's been doing it all her life. Is this okay?
As long as it's not causing any medical issue, of course. It's just a coping mechanism. Makes her feel comfortable. It's a little bit like if we, you know, biting our fingernails because it makes us feel comfortable.
These people have got to see my dogs and see a pet with a real problem.
Dionna, thank you so much for coming in and sharing some of your advice, and thank you to your beautiful puppy as well.
She's very well behaved.
We'll put all your details on our Facebook page. Now, ahead this morning, Scotty joins us after she rests up. She basically took herself to the limit last night. I think we might have jinxed her. She was kicked off Dancing with the Stars. As well, a check on the latest news headlines. See you soon.